Jaden J Archer was a name that echoed through the motocross world, a legend who pushed the limits of what was possible on a dirt bike. He made history by landing the first triple backflip in competition, a jaw-dropping feat that left audiences breathless. But on February 21st, 2024, what was supposed to be just another practice session turned into a heartbreaking tragedy, cutting short the life of a fearless rider. As the dust settled on that fateful day, we were left to grapple with the loss of a bright star in freestyle motocross. How could one moment of triumph turn into a profound loss for a community that adored him? Jaden J Archer's journey into the world of motocross began in his childhood, where his fascination with speed and adrenaline first took root. Growing up in Australia, he was captivated by the thrill of racing from a young age. The sight of dirt bikes tearing through the tracks sparked a passion that would eventually shape his life. Jaden's early experiences were filled with the sounds of revving engines and the smell of gasoline, creating an intoxicating atmosphere that drew him closer to the sport he would come to love. A significant turning point in Jaden's life came when he met Cam Sinclair, a seasoned X Games medalist who recognized Jaden's potential. Sinclair became not just a mentor, but a guiding force in Jaden's life, helping him navigate the challenging world of freestyle motocross. Under Cam's watchful eye, Jaden honed his skills and learned the intricacies of riding. Sinclair instilled a strong work ethic in him and encouraged him to push his boundaries. This mentorship was crucial. It provided Jaden with the support and guidance needed to succeed in such a competitive environment. Archer's first experiences on a dirt bike were nothing short of exhilarating. Picture a young boy in Botanic Ridge, Australia, clutching the handlebars of a bike, heart racing as he rode through open fields. The freedom he felt on the dirt track was unlike anything else, and each ride fueled his desire to become a better rider. It was during these early days that he began to develop his skills, practicing jumps and stunts, always eager to challenge himself. Jaden's natural talent shone through, but it was his determination and passion that truly set him apart. Every crash and every fall became lessons that pushed him closer to his dreams. As Jaden Archer grew older, he transitioned from a young enthusiast to a serious competitor in the world of freestyle motocross. His progression was marked by hard work and a relentless drive to succeed. By the time he was a teenager, Jaden had already started to gain recognition for his impressive skills on the bike. His passion for the sport was evident, and it wasn't long before he began to make waves in local competitions. One of his most notable achievements came when he executed a double backflip at just 15 years old. This incredible feat was groundbreaking for someone so young and helped catapult him into the spotlight. The double backflip was a tricky maneuver, requiring a perfect mix of speed, control, and courage. Pulling it off not only showcased Jaden's extraordinary talent, but also set a new standard in freestyle motocross, inspiring others to aim higher. Jaden's participation in competitions quickly escalated his career. As he competed, he caught the attention of established riders and fans alike. His charisma and skill made him a crowd favorite, and he started to build a name for himself in the FMX community. Each event was an opportunity for Jaden to prove himself, and he consistently rose to the challenge. The accolades began to pile up, and before long, he was recognized as one of the top young riders in the sport. With each competition, Jaden gained more recognition and respect from his peers. His commitment to the sport and ability to push the boundaries of what was possible on a dirt bike earned him accolades and a growing fan base. Those double backflips became his signature move, showcasing his unique blend of skill and audacity. It wasn't just about the stunts, it was about the heart he poured into every jump. His passion for FMX was infectious, inspiring other riders to strive for greatness. The Nitro World Games in Brisbane was a landmark event in the freestyle motocross world, and Jaden J Archer was about to make history. As the day of his big jump approached, the atmosphere was electric with anticipation. Riders and fans alike were buzzing, and you could feel the excitement in the air. Jaden had trained for this moment for years, dedicating himself to mastering the triple backflip, a move that many considered impossible in competition. Leading up to the jump, he was a mix of nerves and determination. In interviews, he shared how this moment was more than just a trick for him. It was the culmination of years of hard work, injuries, and relentless dedication. As Jaden prepared for the jump, he probably felt the weight of expectations on his shoulders, but there was also a sense of calmness. This was what he was born to do. When he hit the ramp, everything seemed to slow down for him. With the crowd holding its breath, he launched into the air, executing the first 2 rotations flawlessly. The atmosphere shifted from tense anticipation to sheer awe as he completed the second flip. But the real challenge was still ahead, the 3rd rotation. The crowd erupted in cheers, but you could see the focus in Jaden's eyes as he concentrated on landing safely. With precision and control, he executed the final backflip and landed smoothly, the bike's tires touching the ground as the crowd exploded in deafening applause and cheers. It was a moment that defined his career and marked a significant milestone in FMX history. Throughout his career, Jaden Archer mastered a variety of impressive stunts that left audiences in awe. While the triple backflip was his crowning achievement, it was his early success with double backflips that first put him on the map. Executing a double backflip is no small feat. It requires immense skill, timing, and a fearless attitude. Riders must master the art of rotation and elevation, ensuring they have enough height to complete not 1 but 2 full flips before landing. For Jaden, each attempt was a test of his mental and physical limits, and he approached it with the focus of a true athlete. Training sessions for these stunts were intense and often fraught with risks. Jaden would spend hours in the foam pit, refining his techniques and learning from his mistakes. Each jump was a calculated risk, and he knew that the road to mastery was paved with falls and injuries. However, he faced these challenges head-on, embracing the struggle as part of the journey. His philosophy revolved around pushing limits, both physically and mentally. He believed that where your head is looking is where your body wants to go, a mantra that helped him visualize each trick before attempting it. Jaden Archer's career in freestyle motocross was marked by a series of incredible stunts that showcased his exceptional skill and fearlessness. While the triple backflip is often remembered as his signature move, it was his early work with double backflips that truly set the stage for his rise in the sport. Executing a double backflip isn't just about flipping twice in the air. It involves an intricate understanding of speed, elevation, and timing. Archer mastered this trick at a young age, and it was a significant milestone that propelled him into the spotlight. Training for these high-risk tricks was no easy feat. Jaden spent countless hours practicing in foam pits, where he could safely attempt stunts without the danger of serious injury. The foam pit became a sanctuary for him, a place where he could push his limits and learn from his mistakes. It's here that he honed his skills, practicing over and over again until he felt confident enough to take those tricks to the dirt. Each session was grueling, and he often faced the risk of minor injuries, which could easily turn into something more serious. Yet for Jaden, these challenges were just part of the journey. He viewed injuries as opportunities to learn and improve, never allowing setbacks to deter his determination. Archer had a philosophy that guided his approach to motocross. Pushing the limits was essential for growth. He believed that mental resilience was just as important as physical strength in mastering a sport like freestyle motocross. This mindset allowed him to visualize each jump before he even hit the ramp. He often shared that focusing on where he wanted to land was crucial. Instead of just worrying about the execution of a trick, he would picture the perfect landing in his mind, which helped him maintain confidence and clarity during his rides. His ability to combine this mental preparation with physical skill set him apart from many of his peers and made him a formidable competitor. Archer was known for his relentless drive, pushing himself to achieve stunts that many deemed impossible. His double backflip was not just a trick, it was a testament to his determination. Riders who attempted this move faced extreme risks, and the consequences of failure could be dire. But for Jaden, the thrill of accomplishing such stunts outweighed the risks. He took pride in mastering challenging tricks, continuously striving to elevate the sport. The way he approached training, balancing intense physical preparation with mental fortitude, served as an inspiration for many riders looking to follow in his footsteps. February 21, 2024 began as a routine day for Jaden Archer, but it would soon become a day marked by tragedy. He arrived at his hometown track in Melbourne, eager to practice and refine his skills. The atmosphere was filled with anticipation, and excitement buzzed in the air as friends and fellow riders gathered to witness his latest attempts at the triple backflip. Jaden was not just riding, he was preparing to build on his legacy. With adrenaline coursing through his veins, he put on his gear, checked his bike, and readied himself for what was supposed to be another exhilarating practice session. As Jaden launched off the ramp, the crowd watched in awe, their hearts racing in tandem with his ascent into the air. The first 2 rotations of the triple backflip were executed flawlessly, and cheers erupted from the onlookers. He was in his element, soaring high above the track, doing what he loved most. But then, during the critical moment of the 3rd backflip, something went wrong. Perhaps it was a slight miscalculation in speed or rotation, or maybe fatigue played a role after such an intense run. Whatever the cause, Jaden's bike began to misalign as he descended, and the situation quickly turned from triumphant to catastrophic. The crash was jarring. Jaden's bike hit the edge of the landing ramp hard, and the impact sent him spiraling to the ground. In an instant, the atmosphere shifted from cheers of celebration to gasps of horror. Those who witnessed the fall rushed to his side, but the injuries he sustained were severe. The air was thick with tension as paramedics arrived, desperately trying to assist him. Despite their best efforts, the injuries were too grave. It was a tragic end to what was meant to be a routine practice day, and the loss left a profound void in the motocross community. In the moments following the crash, the reality of the situation began to sink in. Friends and fellow riders stood in shock, grappling with the fact that a star had been lost far too soon. The track, once filled with excitement and energy, now felt heavy with grief. Jaden Archer, the fearless pioneer of freestyle motocross, had passed away, leaving behind a legacy that would never be forgotten. His family and friends were left to mourn a brilliant talent who had so much more to give to the sport and the world. Jaden Archer's tragic passing sent shockwaves through the motocross community. The news of his death was met with an outpouring of grief and disbelief from riders, fans, and everyone who had been touched by his spirit. Nitro Circus, the organization he was part of, expressed deep sorrow, highlighting Jaden's contributions and the joy he brought to the sport. They remembered him not just for his incredible stunts, but for his infectious enthusiasm and positivity that inspired so many. Tributes came flooding in from friends and fellow athletes, including the legendary Travis Pastrana. Pastrana shared heartfelt memories of Jaden, celebrating his unique talent and unwavering dedication. He described Jaden as a rider who made extreme stunts look effortless and someone who consistently pushed the boundaries of what was possible. Many riders expressed how Jaden had not only influenced their riding styles, but had also encouraged them to take risks and pursue their dreams with the same fearless spirit that he embodied. Archer's impact on the sport will be felt for years to come. He wasn't just a competitor, he was a role model who showed aspiring riders that with hard work and determination, they could achieve incredible feats. His legacy lives on in the hearts of young riders who look up to him as a beacon of what's possible in freestyle motocross. The community remembers him not just for the records he broke, but for the inspiration he provided, urging others to embrace their passions and take flight just as he did. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.